Good morning. Day 2 of pruning blueberries. Yesterday we were working on the blue crop varieties, and I finished all those, all 100 of them. And today I'll start on the legacies. The legacies have a little more work because they have quite a number more stems than the blue crops, but they're not too bad to trim up. But before I start the prune, I'd like to talk about some of the issues that we have with pests. The main and biggest one is the birds. The birds love blueberries. We have starlings, robins, just about any kind of bird that wants to fly around. They'll spot these blueberries, and once they start turning blue, the birds just come in and raise havoc. There'll be hundreds of them in here eating berries. So a couple years back in 2017, so that's 4 years now, I put in this little contraption. It's an electronic bird deterrent. I'll give you a little better view of what I've got here. This is an electronic bird deterrent, and it's made by a company called Bird Guard. I don't believe that company owns this anymore. You go online now, this is March 2021, and you can find the same setup, but it's called Bird X Peller. So I'm guessing Bird Guard must have sold out a few years back. But what this is, electronic bird call, and it's got almost, I don't even know how many different bird types it's got pre-recorded in it, but I've got it set for 8 typical birds that we have around here. And what it does, it plays at a very loud volume level 8 different types of birds in distress. And what that does is it tends to scare the birds away and mainly keep the birds from coming into the field. One thing I found is if you wait until the birds have already started feeding and you try to scare them away, they don't really react at all to this sound. I've seen them sitting on top of this box when the noise goes off. But what I found is if you start before the berries start turning blue, get it squawking, the birds hear it and they don't want to come to even investigate what you're growing. So I did that last year, and it really made a huge difference. We hardly had any bird damage at all. So I'll turn it on here real quick. We won't leave it on very long because it's pretty dang loud. You get the idea. So the birds hear that and they just don't want to come into the field, or at least last year they did not. So hopefully same thing will happen this year. But this unit's powered either by 110 or a 12-volt battery. Since I'm way out in the field, I don't have 110 power. So what I rigged up is a very small solar panel. It might be 15 or 25 watts, I can't recall. And so that charges the small little battery that I have, which is down here in this battery box. And I'd leave this up year round. I have not taken it in during the winter, and it just stays out here year round. So it's very durable. Haven't had any problems with it. So I rigged up the pole. It's just a 1-inch EMT pipe. I painted gray on the back side. The sun's probably too bright. I just ran a rod through the pipe, bolted it to a couple angles that I glued to the back of the solar panel. Ran the wire down the middle of the pipe, and that wire will go all the way down the pipe into this box, and it connects to, I believe, the battery, and then it goes to the controller, or the other way around. And then the power for the actual box comes out of the back of the bird box and goes into a hole with a rubber grommet and goes down to the controller. So open up the box here and show you that. So like I said, this is the wire from the actual bird call machine. It wires into this controller, and this is the feed from the controller to the battery, and this wire here is from the solar panel to the controller. And this is just a very small, lightweight, I can't even recall what this is. It has no, let's see if I can take a peek at it. And it looks like a 12 volt, 13.5 to 13.8 standby. So I'm guessing that's obviously, yeah, 12 volt, 12 amp, 20 hour. And I leave this out year round. I never bring it in. And I think I got all these things on Amazon, but it's worked very well. The other, probably it's not really a huge problem with the blueberries as far as pests. So each winter I'll come out and I'll find this problem in the field, and I'm just scratching my head as to what it is and why they're doing it. But something does not like my drip system. And obviously it's a critter of some kind, but I'll find 4 or 5 locations, maybe more, where a critter, whether it's a coyote, raccoon, some neighbor dog, I don't know what exactly, but they'll dig into the sawdust, they'll find the drip line, and they'll chew it up like a chew toy. And they don't do it during the summer. It's only done during the winter. So there's no water in any of these lines. So I'm not really sure what they're sensing or why they're attracted to it. Maybe it's just the flavor of the plastic. I know I've had issues with my truck. I'll get rodents and rats and whatnot up into the engine compartment. They'll chew on the vegetable base wiring in underneath my hood. But for some reason, something out here likes eating drip lines. So I'll have to come out. It's not a big issue to fix it. You can splice these in, put a coupling in, and splice it. It's no big deal. It's sort of funny. Why in the heck they like chewing up my plastic? And here's another location where a little critter really hates my plastic. And they chew it up. I don't know if they take the other parts away, but they sure like plastic. And another location. That's just strange. They just chew it up. If any of you have had this problem, maybe comment below. Give you an idea maybe what I can do to prevent it from happening, but it's pretty weird.